Well, that was crazy. You guys broke my internet. Yeah, you guys broke my internet. That was funny. Yeah, so I'm back, but you guys broke my internet. It was crazy. So hang on just a second. I'm over on the earlier video trying to find out where all those comments went. Oh, nuts. I know. It was overload. So, all right, we're gonna try. We're gonna try that again. I only picked out I was only able to get down like about a dozen or so. So let's do this instead. We're learning on the fly here. When I get to the show, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I only got 7 of them written down. I have Lisa out of Canada, Robin from Ontario, Carrie out of Puyallup, Stacy from West Hills, Jeannie, I lost the city, down 32, David from Halifax, Jan from Illinois, and that was it. So when I get to the show, I'll start reading them, do it again, and I'll read it as it's going on. Does that make sense? We'll try that, and we'll just roll with it. If it works, and crazy. All right, let's do this. Let's get this thing going. That was fun. I need to apparently go invest in some real internet, apparently. That's crazy. Let's see if I can get... Yeah. All right. So let's do this. Here we go. Yeah, Fat Dag during lunch. Are we ready? Here we go. Listen up. All right, so here's the game plan. We're going to try this again. We're going to see. We're going to try at the end of this episode. Towards the end of this episode, I will get to a point where I start talking about celebrations. Mark is the last email. So after I read Mark's email, so it's fourth email. Mark is from St. Paul. When I get done his email, I will then start with what I was able to capture. Lisa out of Canada, Robin from Ontario, and I'll start going through them. When I start going through them, that's your time to type in your name, the city you're from, and your weight loss. Just that, because I'm going to try and read it as it comes through, and if you put too much in there, I won't be able to read it. So I'm going to do it as part of the actual recording. So I'll say, congratulations to the following folks. Boom, Lisa out of Canada. And so when I start doing that, type in your name, your city, your total weight loss. I will read them, and you will be forever written into episode 142. So, makes sense? I won't give you another warning because I'll be recording the show at that point. So we'll just go ahead and I have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 or so. I'll read the first 7 slow. And when you start seeing them, start chiming in. So be ready. It's after Mark's email, which is email number 4. There we go. Whew. And you guys broke my internet earlier. That's good stuff. Here we go. Episode 142. I am your host, Fat Dag, and you're listening to Wise Advice. My weight loss journey failed when I focused on how. It wasn't until I switched my focus to why that I truly transformed myself. Join the show on the web at fatdag.com and follow along on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, all at Wise Advice. Send in your comments, your questions, and your celebrations, and I'll include them as part of the show. But before we dive in, remember, when you're out of points, stop eating points. Hey, I'm honored to be your wingman as we walk through this journey together because I believe in you. Well, hello, welcome to episode 142 of Wise Advice, and thank you all again for tuning in, continuing to be a part of the Wise Advice tribe and the Wise Wingman group, and man, we really are just better together, and it's amazing when we come together and work together and work towards a common goal. We realize that we're not in this all alone, and when we find that support, we start having some success, right? When we start believing that we can do this, we start seeing that other people can do this, then we say, well, if they can do it, why can't I do it? And that's how I want to open up this show. I want to let you hear from Alicia out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. She says, "Hi, Mike. My name is Alicia, and I've been following you on Connect and listening to the podcast for several months now. I've been waiting and waiting to reach a milestone in order to write in, since I'd already reached my 10%, etc., prior to listening to the show. Well, after starting my journey at roughly 260 pounds, 22 pounds down from my heaviest weight of 282, I have finally reached Wonderland. I technically reached it on Friday, but this morning was my online-only weigh-in day, so that made it official. And I cannot believe how amazing it feels to know that I can do this. I have struggled with my weight for almost my entire life. I was always the chubby girl and the pretty girl's fat friend. But now I am finally in control and I am never going back. Thank you for everything you do for the Weight Watcher community. You are an amazing friend to all of us. Thank you." Alicia out of Milwaukee. Congratulations. When you hit Wonderland, Alicia, we changed your name to Alice. Alice in Wonderland. You finally got rid of that number on the scale that starts with a 2, and you're just having amazing success. Congratulations on your 10% and starting your journey from that point with us at Weight Watchers and with the show, and you've continued to keep going down. So now you're down roughly 82 pounds. Doesn't that feel incredible? Isn't it incredible to know that you did that? I don't need you to wait till you hit a milestone to write into the show. I want you to celebrate every step of the way and write in consistently often so that we can share this together. And I'm so proud of you for doing that. The fact that you were able to get to Wonderland proves to you, just like you said, it feels amazing, and to know that you can do this. That confidence that you can do this no matter what, that confidence is what carries you to goal. That confidence keeps you at lifetime. The confidence knowing that I did this, that you can do this, that's how you wake up on a day that maybe didn't go so well and you say, you know what, I know I can do this. I've done it before. I've continued to do it. I can have success in the program. When you have that level of confidence, nothing gets in your way. So congratulations. And let's talk about the part where you say you've struggled with your weight for almost your entire life. As I was reading that, it reminded me of a story that I heard of a young boy talking to an older gentleman. And he said, "Have you lived here your entire life?" And the farmer says, "Well, no, not yet." So whether you struggle with weight your entire life, you're not giving up on your life. You have a whole lifetime ahead of you. And at some point when you get control of this, you can have the better part of your life be at a healthy, happy weight. And you don't ever have to say, I struggled for my entire life. You solved it. You fixed it. Alicia out of Milwaukee, congratulations. Great job. Folks, this one's pretty fun. This is an honor for me to read this next email. It comes out of the Chicago area. Araceli is how I believe I pronounced her name correctly. Man, she's an amazing gal. I had a chance to meet her up in Wheaton, and I asked her to pronounce her name 18,000 times for me so I could make sure I got it right. But here's her email. She says, "Hi, Fat Dag. This is Araceli. There have been so many times that I wanted to send you an email and share some of my victories with you, but for some reason, I never did. Well, today I want to let you know that I finally hit goal again, and I got my lifetime status back. I have to say, it feels awesome. I am still in disbelief. I reached lifetime 7 years ago. I had 2 pregnancies and I gained all the weight back and some more. This is my 4th time doing Weight Watchers, and I finally took the decision to do whatever it takes to make it happen. I worked so hard. I hit a plateau a couple of times, but I never gave up. I was always trying to focus more on my non-scale victories. My clothing was getting smaller. My shoe size was getting big. I have more energy. I sleep better. My skin looks better, and I actually feel younger. I took the phrase beyond the scale like it was mine, and I think that's what helped me, because I wasn't just looking at the scale. Also, going to my meetings every Saturday, the support that I have in my house and the Connect community is a great part of my success. My weight loss journey doesn't end here. I have many goals that I want to achieve. Thank you, Fat Dag, for all the support and advice that you have given us. And thank you for letting me share this amazing news with you." Well, Araceli, congratulations to you. Welcome back to goal. When you hit lifetime, you're always lifetime, so you never lose your lifetime status, but there's a difference between being lifetime at goal and lifetime not at goal. Way to stay focused. Way to really dig in with your non-scale victories and use that ability and that power to get you back to the point where you're at goal. What you wrote in the middle there was extremely powerful. Your 4th time doing Weight Watchers, and it finally took the decision to do whatever it takes. That's the piece a lot of us forget. We forget that if we want to completely change our life, we have to completely change our life. We have to do whatever it takes if you want to do something you've never done before, or if you want to get back to a place that you know is where you need to be. You've got to do whatever it takes. A lot of times we forget that. We want to continue living the lifestyle that we live, eating however we eat, not having to worry about any sort of exercise, and we want to be healthy as well. The 3 don't go hand in hand. In order for you to be back at goal as a lifetime member, you have to make that the priority. And when you did that, and you went to meetings every Saturday, having amazing support in your house, because you probably at some point looked at the folks in your house and said, I need some help. I need you to support me. And they jumped on board. So you have your meeting, you have the support in your house. The Connect community absolutely is amazing. All of that together is because you did whatever it took to get yourself back to goal. You are absolutely right. The weight loss journey does not end here. You have many goals that you want to achieve. And when you've proven that you can do this, then what you've proven is there is no goal that you can't do. So thank you for writing in. And I wish you would have written in a couple times earlier, because we don't need to get to this point in our journey to be proud of ourselves. For some reason, a lot of folks don't want to write in because it's that same reason of fear and doubt that paralyzes us along this journey. And when you take the courage to write this down and send it in, then what that's telling yourself is that you're in control. Not the fear, not the shame, not the embarrassment. So when you finally have a reason to write in, you don't necessarily need a reason to write in, except for you need to be proud of what you're doing and go get it done. Just like Araceli just did. Man, I'm so proud of you. When I first met you, I knew. I knew from the second we first started talking and I looked into your eyes and I saw that fire. I saw the spirit that lived within you, and I actually knew. I said, yeah, this girl's going to get to goal. And here we are back at goal. Congratulations. I'm so proud of you. Out of Ohio, Susan writes in and says, Dear Skinny Dag, I am writing to share several things that I'm celebrating, and while without the scale, they would not be possible. They are so much more than the number on the scale, but they are what the number represents. I am celebrating 6 months with Weight Watchers. This time, I have been about serious 3 other attempts, so that fact that I'm still here is cause for celebration. I am celebrating not being obese anymore. I have crossed over into the overweight category on the BMI scale, and that's a good thing. I am celebrating losing 20% of my body weight. I am celebrating losing 40 pounds. Yes, I still have 20-something or more to go, but I'm going to celebrate every single one of them. I am celebrating being more than 2/3 of the way into my Weight Watcher goal. Most of all, I am celebrating that because of all of the above, that finally, yes, finally, I believe that I can make it to goal. I know you believe in me, but it's really been hard for me to believe in myself. I think crossing over into the overweight category made me realize more than the number on the scale that I could really do this. I now know what you mean by my mind is at goal. I just need to wait for my body to catch up. That is where I am right now. My story is pretty typical. A chubby girl growing up, poor self-esteem, not feeling worthy of self-love. I still struggle with that. Trying every diet in the book, losing and gaining, trying Weight Watchers, reaching Lifetime, and gaining all the weight back and more again and again. This time, and thanks to you, I am mentally prepared for maintaining my weight loss. In the past, I felt that Weight Watchers wasn't terribly helpful with maintenance. It was kind of like, hey, you graduated, good luck. Connect has been a big part of my success. I get on Connect several times a day, maybe for only a minute, but enough to keep my head in the game. And I have to say, so far, losing the weight has not been all that difficult. It takes discipline to do the tracking, but the tracking makes the decisions easy. If I have a lot of points left, I can have something higher in points. If I am running low on points, it's fruits and veggies. I am grateful for the option to have free foods. I don't ever feel like I am dieting. I'll be honest, I really haven't figured out the optimal points per day for me. I usually try to use some weeklies, but I really enjoy eating healthy, so it's not so unusual for me to have 6 or 7 points left over at the end of the day, where I force myself into the blue dot range with a higher point food. I have greatly minimized, by choice, my intake of sugar. About the only thing I routinely consume is the sweetened creamer for my coffee. But I love my coffee, and I'm not willing to forgo this. After all, it's my new lifestyle. I feel that if more people understood the sugar addiction and how once you stop putting all that crap, and for me, that include processed salty snacks too, chips and dip, Fritos, tortilla chips, etc., they're pretty much all taboo for me now. I know Weight Watchers says I can have them, and others would argue, but for me, on my journey, the only way I can have those snacks is in individual serving bags and on rare occasions. I have never gone over into the negative numbers, never had a bad day, and that did not happen by accident. Getting to goal and putting healthy food into my body is just more important to me. I cannot fathom what it means to step on the scale one day and not want to lose any more weight. But I look forward to that day, and again, I will celebrate with you. I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for being my wingman. I didn't really know what that meant at first. I had to look it up. Thank you also for your service to our great country. Please do not take that gratitude lightly. You are a hero, and thank you for all you do to reach out a hand to help each and every one of us to believe in ourselves. Clearly, there was a reason you were not kicked out of the military. God has a plan to use you in incredible ways. Wishing you all the best. Your wingwoman, she says, Sue from Ohio. Sue, you're right. You're at goal. You are absolutely at goal, and it's just a matter of time before your scale figures it out and your body rewards you for that as well. So keep up the great work. 20% gone. Wow. How does that feel? Take just a second to understand that how you feel now compared to how you felt when you started. 6 months on Weight Watchers, when before all the other attempts, you weren't able to sustain it. If you can do this for 6 months, you certainly could do it for 7 and 8. You can do it for another 6, which means you can then do it for another year. You've proven that. Great job, Sue. The best part of your email to me was where you said, I am celebrating that because of all the above, that you finally believe that you can make goal. That's the key. You're absolutely right. I believed you could do it from the start. I believe any single person who wants this, who just wants to take the time to do whatever it takes, whoever wants to sit there and track and make a decision, do I want goal or do I want tortillas or whatever it is? You don't have to get it right all the time, but you have to ask that question. When you get there, that's when you start believing that you think that you can do it. And when you get to that point, then you're going to reach goal. So I believe in you, whether you believe in yourself or not, because I know it's possible to do it. And that's why I'm here. That's why the Wise Wingman community is here. That's why we get together on Connect. That's why we do a podcast. It's because until the point where you believe in yourself, rely on your team and your wingmen to let you know that just keep doing what you're doing, the belief will show up. Once you start having some success, it doesn't take long for that confidence to kind of grow into that belief. So we're so honored to have you here. I love the middle part of your email as well, where you said you have greatly minimized by choice your intake of sugar. All the sugar addiction and the processed foods and the stuff that we just reach and grab to quickly and easily, those processed salty snacks, the chips, the Fritos, all that stuff we wrote in. Yeah, you're absolutely right. If you want it, have it, track it, move on. But you have to understand that by you doing that, you continue to keep that sugar addiction alive and on life support. When you can push it out and control it, you can have it in individual serving bags. You can have it in small portions. You can have it on rare occasions. But that rare occasion can't be Tuesdays or Wednesdays. It has to be because you truly are ready for it, you want it, and you are making the conscious decision to have it versus it having you. When you step on the scale one day and you say you don't want to lose any more weight, you will celebrate like you've never celebrated before. You don't have to fathom it. Continue believing in yourself, and that day will just show up, and it will be the best day of your entire journey, and then you start the next day just ready to go, and just keep on going. Now let's explain the wingman term for a little bit, right? And so I guess, being in the Air Force now for 25 years, it's just a term that I've kind of just assumed everyone knew. But what a wingman is, the Army calls it a battle buddy. The Air Force calls it a wingman. When a pilot goes out and takes a flight, they go in pairs, so that you can't always see what's going around. You're sitting at the front of an airplane. You have no vision behind you. You need someone flying next to you who can help you see the blind spots in your journey. We don't need things sneaking up on us. We don't need things that all of a sudden we weren't prepared for to just show up. And when we have a team, a wingman who flies next to you, who walks with you, no matter where you go, they go with you. Because it's that important that we do this together. So like I said, the Air Force calls it a battle buddy. In life, we call it a partner. We call it a spouse. We call it a true friend. Right? That is what being a wingman is all about. We work together to get this done. We said on a previous podcast episode, if you're thinking you can do this all by yourself, you're not thinking big enough. This is incredibly hard work in a sense where you have to have focus and discipline. You've got to see everything out around you. And you can almost always only focus on what's in front of you, but you need someone else to let you know what's in your blind spot and help you navigate them as well. I am completely honored to be your wingman. I mean that with with the most sincerity I can convey. Because as I started walking this journey, I felt like I was alone. When I first put that post out there, I was completely alone. And you guys, all of you jumped on board and said, Mike, you got this. You can do this, Mike. And so then I said, well, if you guys are going to walk this journey with me, you are absolutely my wingman. So thank you for that. Thank you for being a wingman. All of you in the Wise Wingman Facebook community, man, it's incredible to see you guys supporting each other and getting out there and doing everything it takes. As Araceli said, whatever it takes, I'm going to get this done. That means finding someone who has that same level of drive, that same tenacity to say, I will help you do whatever it takes. Now, I agree with you, Sue, that clearly I wasn't kicked out of the military for a reason, and I believe this is it. I believe sharing the story is extremely important. Yeah, I believe God has a plan, and I can't wait to share with you the next chapter of this plan. I travel to D.C. in the next couple weeks, and I get to share this story in front of some amazing leaders, policymakers, where we can make a difference. And what I'm going to let them know first and foremost is that, yeah, I'm here carrying the message. I'm here telling you what I did. I'm here telling you that I lost 91 pounds, that I changed my life, I saved my Air Force career. But what you need to know is I didn't do this alone. And that's so often where we all come to a point where we kind of give up, is that we believe we have to do this on our own. And that is not how we get it done. Out of St. Paul, Minnesota, Mark writes in, says, this is Mark from St. Paul, Minnesota, and I wrote in back in August on show number 103 to let you know that I hit my 10% goal. I'm writing in again to say I'm now at 15% and I've lost 45 pounds. This hasn't been easy, as there were a couple of twists and turns along the way, but I did not quit and I did not give up. That's been my celebration, but my mind has been on the upcoming holidays and how to handle all those social obligations with my friends and my family. When I'm in my normal routine and I'm responsible for myself, staying on the plan is easy. It's when I'm in social situations that it gets harder. How did you and how do you now deal with holidays? Our culture places a large emphasis on feasting on rich foods, and as you know, it's always a holiday somewhere. Thanks for your advice and your dedication to our Weight Watcher and Connect community. Mark. How do you get there, Mark? How do you navigate the holidays? You bring along a wingman. You bring along someone to your holidays, your celebrations, that goes with you, that understands the battle that you're fighting, understands the journey that you're on, and they can help you understand some of the blind spots that maybe you're not navigating. You take a wingman with you, and you can't just go into the hostile environment completely on your own. Before you step into that setting, you look to the folks that you're going with and say, listen, I'm on a mission here. I'm down 45 pounds. This holiday it's a cause for celebration, but it makes me weak. And so I need a little bit of help for this holiday season. And I want to make sure I can get there. Now, Mark, one of the questions I'll ask you is specifically referring to Thanksgiving. We know Thanksgiving's on a Thursday. It's always been on a Thursday. So when you head up Thursday morning, when you wake up, ask yourself, how do I want to feel on Friday morning? What does Friday morning look like? When I wake up Friday morning, do I want to have regret? Do I want to have shame? Do I want to have embarrassment? Or do I want to wake up powerful, with pride, knowing that I did everything that I did? So you navigated the twists and the turns. You did not quit. You did not give up. And that is how you win. Let's talk about some winning now. Let's go ahead and tell me wow and how you're winning. Out of Canada, Lisa says down 28.8 pounds. Ontario, Robin writes in 60 pounds and lifetime. Carrie out of Puyallup, 30 pounds down. Stacy out of West Hill, 28 pounds. Jeannie, 32 pounds. Out of Halifax, David, 98.6 pounds. Jan, 20 pounds out of Illinois. Charlene out of Santa Clara, 38 pounds. Wow, what an amazing group of people. Ellen from Atlanta, 58.6 pounds. Darlene, 65 pounds. Pam out of Grass Lake, 30 pounds. Donna out of New York, 35 pounds. Robin from Newport Richey, Florida, 12 pounds down. Nancy, Rochester, New York, 42 pounds down. Alicia, Milwaukee, 83.4. Teresa out of Massachusetts, 110 pounds. Columbus, Beth, 113. Jennifer, Marietta, Georgia, 35. If you don't understand what success looks like, that's what it looks like. Wisconsin, 33 pounds, Amy says. Jen says, out of Texas, 56 pounds. It just goes on and on and on. If you need a wingman, we're here to be your wingman. You just got to find a group of people who are having success. That success makes me want to keep going. Monique, 110 pounds. Ruth, 100 pounds out of South Carolina. Man, I'm telling you, we have an amazing group of people. Diane out of West Bend, 65 pounds. Kathy, 128 pounds. Out of Cincinnati, Rochelle, 132 pounds. You get the picture? This can be done. There is nothing stopping you on this journey if you want it. If you're willing to do whatever it takes to get it done, you absolutely can get it done. What is it that you're celebrating? Let's share it on the air. Go to fatdag.com. Click on Listen Now to send in your celebrations, your comments, your questions. I'll work them in as part of the show. I want you to email in your celebration because I want you to be so proud of what you're doing. It absolutely is doable. You can do whatever you want. Judy just said she lost 40 pounds out of Uptown, Pennsylvania. Don't tell Judy you can't do this. Judy believes she can do whatever she wants to do. Do you believe you can do what you want to do? If you believe, you can achieve. Well, that's going to do it for this time. Remember that losing weight and getting healthy has nothing to do with luck. You have to remain disciplined and focused. Set your sights on your goal and go after it. I wish you good focus. Whoop whoop. Wasn't that fun? Man. So I'll just let you know if for some reason I couldn't get to your name, it's because there's way too many successful people here. Isn't that nuts? Man, what a fun way to end this show, I for sure. So just know that if, trust me, so here I can't read, so I'm like this, trying to read and do this, and then the screen becomes blurry, so but yeah, thank you. You guys are amazing. Yeah, you guys are absolutely amazing. If you think you can't do this after listening to this show, man, we have got to then reevaluate the whole thing. Man, I'm incredibly proud of you guys. Absolutely incredibly proud. So, yeah. And do you see how awesome? Helena says, we are awesome. Yeah, you are awesome. Totally awesome. And when you get to goal, I mean, you can be awesome without being at goal. When you get to goal, you convince other people that they can be awesome too. So, Woo woo! All right, so let's go ahead. It's what time is it? I don't even know. Looks like it's just heading into 5 o'clock. Yeah, Kim, maybe that'll be the Sunday. I don't. Everything I do is random, so just know that. But maybe the Sunday episode will end every Sunday episode like this, right? Sunday will be maybe Sunday will be reserved for group celebrations. Maybe, I don't know. It seemed like it was kind of fun. But next Sunday I'll be out of town though. So that's a whole nother conversation. But Elizabeth, first live show, very cool, very cool. Let's get a couple things written in the book. I haven't written in the book in a couple days. So yeah, let's get here. So where are we? Yeah, it's been a couple days. So I have a book. Charles, the group is wisewingmen.com. If you just go to wisewingmen.com, all one word, it's just a link that auto forwards to the Facebook group, so you can find it that way. But so here's the book. I write down all the awesome things we do as a group. So let me know what you want me to write in the book. I'll spend a couple minutes writing some things down. Let's see. Wise Wingmen. There you go. Very, 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 very cool. There we go. Let's get that one written down. I think you're already in here, but that's okay. We'll get it. We can always celebrate more than once. I lost it. There it is. Deb says, I've lost enough weight to wear Levi's again. Hee hee. There you go, Deb. You're in. Lost enough weight to wear Levi's again. Very cool. Judy from Uniontown. I think I said Uptown, didn't I? Oh, no. That's okay. Yep, the Book of Awesome. Charlotte, 7.6 pounds this week. And don't give any of that back next week. Very, very fun. Yeah, that's a great. So how do you pronounce your name? Is it Gailey Green? It says if you want to look different, you have to act differently. I mean, that's so true. Type your name in phonetically. I want to make sure I pronounce it properly. I'm terrible at names in the first place, and then second of all, trying to read them live makes it tough. But I really want to know how to pronounce it. Yeah, Ellen gives a big hug to Charlotte. So Charlotte, have a great first Thanksgiving without your mom, and give your whole family a big hug, and just celebrate the fact that you're all still together. Those of you who are there, and just you just continue to just be there for each other and support. It's important work. Yeah, I saw that one too. Deborah, let's get Deborah written in. Deborah says, finish my first 10K today. Attendance, goals, work. Yeah, they do. Attendance, goals do work. Look at this one. Let's get that written down. Kathy says, while I was away, I was able to share clothing with my niece, who's 25 years her junior. Isn't that fun? That is so fun. We went out last night, and I had a jacket on, and my daughter didn't have a jacket on, and I said, "Would you like to wear my jacket?" And knowing that it would fit both of us. That's just fun stuff. So good job, Kathy. You're in the book. Oh man. I like Lisa says, "Can't call me Elise the cow anymore. It's just Elise." Boy, you have no idea how powerful that is. We'll talk about that for a second. I'm going to get it written down first. So, Elise says, "Can't call me Elise the cow anymore. It's just Elise." I understand that, and so what I've done is, my name's Fat Dag, No, not fat. So for me, it's now a noun. I've converted that to a noun. It's not an adjective at all. There have been times when I thought about maybe, changing, I considered ditching my account on Connect and making a new one, but then what I realized is that that's part of my journey, and I've owned the noun part of it and got rid of the adjective part of it. And so what's fun about it is when people look at me and they say, "What's your name?" and I say Fat Dag, outside of the community, whatever. They look at me kind of weird, and it gives me an opportunity to share the story. So, but very cool for you, Elise. It's just Elise. That's it. Yeah, Sally says the worst week on Weight Watchers is better than the week off of Weight Watchers. Lee says, "I got the data of a whole page of names." Very fun. Let's see. Another good one. Kathy says, "My workout pants are too big." That's cool for a couple reasons. One, you have workout pants. Two, you have workout pants that you worked out in that now you need new workout pants. Got it. Kathy, you're in the book. Looks like Lee has a list of all those who chimed in, so that's pretty cool. Diane, "Leaving for Florida, I won't have to worry about the seatbelt anymore." Man, isn't that powerful? Getting you written in. You're on new page. Diane, you're in the book. Ooh. So let's get this one in. There you are, Jan. Jan from episode 117, A1C from 7.4 to 5.2. Woohoo! You guys see that over there on Instagram? That's so cool. I tell people all the time that, you can completely change your life. Man, this is going to be man, you guys are just filling my book up. Danielle says, "I went off my blood pressure medicine because of a 62-pound weight loss." I know. I talked to a doctor the other night. We had dinner, and she told me something that I knew to be true, but hearing her say it was actually very, very cool. That as a doctor, when people change their life and take themselves off of medication, there is no greater feeling for a doctor. So make sure, obviously, your doctor knows because they took you off your medication, but I know, based on what she told me, I bet you when you left, your doctor shared that story with people in the office because they're just so proud of you. So way to go, Danielle. Wow, that's a cool one too. Darlene says, I was at goal for my son's wedding in March. That's a big goal for me. How cool is that? You're in the book. Yeah, so you set a goal, you set a date, and you did it now. Now you just got to continue saying, yeah, I did all that. You now have the confidence to know that you did it so you can maintain it, and it's just so cool. Pam, not quitting again. I love it. Lisa, made goal last Thanksgiving and lifetime at Christmas. It can be done. It can be done, right? There we go. Lisa says, I made goal on Thanksgiving, lifetime during Christmas. Yeah, it's just 2 meals. Theone says, oh my goodness, I love the Book of Awesome. I can't wait to be in it. Well, here you go. You're going to be on our own new page. You know why you're going to be in it? Let's go. Watch this. Theone says, oh my God, the Book of Awesome. I can't wait to be in it. Theone is awesome. There you go. You're awesome. You're just awesome. Lola, returning lifetimer, finishing up your second week. You're very proud of tracking every day and being accountable. Very, very cool. And for your minus 3.1, hopefully more off the scale tomorrow. Don't hope, just go do. You don't need hope. Hope doesn't work. What works is focus and discipline. So don't hope, do. Yeah, Deborah, you're in the Book of Awesome. Amy, you're here. We're almost done, but you're here. That's fun. Oh, man, you guys are awesome. I'm just gonna keep writing until the internet crashes again. Annette says, my 18-year-old niece and I are the same size. I'm 50. You're awesome. That's what you are. Maggie says, I gave all my old clothes that are too big for me to my sister. What a cool gesture. Very, very good. So Allison says, I had a 65-pound weight loss with Weight Watchers, gained it all back, started tracking last Monday again, and I'm starting for the last time. Listening to wise advice gives the mental support I don't think I had before. First weigh in tomorrow. I will beat the holiday weight gain and have holiday weight loss. Boom. Here's what's cool. Those of us who restart this program have a significant advantage of those who are starting for the very first time. You had a 65-pound success story in your journey. So there's no reason why you can't get back to your 65-pound weight loss and then beyond. Because you've proven you can do it. You've proven that you can do it. You can. Now, I'm not telling you that it's possible. I'm telling you that you did it. So you already know it's possible, and you know it's possible for you. That's the power. Congratulations. Welcome. Yeah, Kristen, everyone did. So your phone died, the internet died, we crashed the whole world. When I did that, it was a great idea until you guys all had that amazing success, and the internet channels just couldn't handle that much success. So, so we had to reboot, but we got it in there. You go ahead and listen to the show from the beginning. You'll see it. Susan, the thing you missed earlier, you can listen to the whole broadcast, but we have other folks chiming in from Hawaii now, so we're now going to pay to move you back to California where you belong. So you can start checking in from California again, Susan. For those of you joking, for you who are catching on, one of the very few first episodes when students started chiming in, there were people from all over the country, country checking in. I said, how fun would it be if someone from Hawaii checked in? And no one did for a long time. So we moved Susan to Hawaii temporarily until now Hawaii's checking in regularly. So Susan, we can move you back to California. Oklahoma, very good. Kristen, lost 20.5. Very fun. Ooh, that's very powerful. Carolyn says, you will never recover from quitting. Whew. That's powerful. Jen says, I haven't worked in a while, interviewing now, and when you put on your work pants, they were sliding down on me. I would recommend not wearing the pants that slide down on you to an interview. Just saying. All right, Jen, you're in the book. Ooh, Donna. I think Donna's in the book already, but we're going to get you in again. Because I've heard this one too. When your oldest grandson hugs you, his hands go all the way around. Yep. It's funny when my wife tells me that too. When we hug every once in a while, she says that her hands go all the way around. Oh, that's a good one. I knew that. Actually, let's get. Man, this one's awesome too. For those of you who know, my mom and dad have joined Weight Watchers months ago, and they're both down amazing numbers. I forget the exact numbers. I don't want to misquote, but Dad went to the doc this week and does not need a pacemaker. That's because he took care of his health. See you next week, Dad. Can't wait to give you a big hug. Heather says, how do you get motivated or mentally focused after getting derailed for about a year, have gained a ton of weight, and really need to do this for your health? I have seriously struggled with getting back on plan. Heather, you got to find your why. I believe we talked about it in episode 140 and 141, so listen to those two. Listen to episode 72. Listen to episode 54. That's the best I can tell you in this short period of time is tune into those 54, 72, 140, 141. Listen there, and then just dive in and listen to the rest. Lee, thanks for sending that. Cindy, most people call me Dag, and then a couple people started calling me Fat Dag, and I just kind of kept it. So, all right. So, yeah, Patty, I just did. So I'm way behind on comments. So, you know what I think we're going to do? Diane, have a good flight. Bon voyage, says Lee. Theone ran the Chicago Marathon about a month ago. I'm going to put that in your put that under. So you're back in the book. All right, cool. I'm going to scroll through a little bit. So if I miss you, I'm sorry, but let's go ahead and end this. So, yeah. So, again, if I missed you, then sure, I'm sorry. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to figure out a time to do it. One day this week, we'll do a Thanksgiving episode, and we'll just ask you what you're thankful for. And then we'll put all that in the book. That'd be kind of fun, won't it? Maybe let's do this. For those of you who are still watching, email. Let's do that. Email in with the subject Thanksgiving, and I'll do a Thanksgiving show. So on air at fatdag.com, just type up an email. In the subject, put Thanksgiving, and send it in, and then we'll do a whole Thanksgiving show. Keep those brief, because I want to put a lot in the same show. So if you do a really, really, really long email, which I'd love, I'll move it to a different show. But if you want to be on the Thanksgiving one, a sentence or two talking about what you're thankful for Thanksgiving, and we'll do an entire show on what we're thankful for. See how random I am? I just thought of that like 2 seconds ago. So, all right. So, oh man, sorry, I was getting ready to close, and then I saw this one. I'm going to end it on this one right here. This is going to be the last one for the book for today. Alicia says, my cardiologist released me as a patient because I lost 48 pounds. She was so proud of me. Me too. And me too. Alicia, congratulations. What an amazing accomplishment that is. You've taken care of your life. You took care of you. Isn't that incredible? You did that. You did that. It's awesome, awesome, awesome work. So, yeah, she's proud of you. I'm glad to see that you're proud of yourself, and we're proud of you as well. There's the Book of Awesome. It's locked up. It's good to go. So go ahead and shoot an email on air at fatdag.com. Subject Thanksgiving. We'll get that done somewhere, somehow. But other than that, I'm going to just skim through to make sure I don't miss anything crazy. But thank you all for being here. Such an honor to walk this journey with you. I really, really, really believe that. So with that, if I missed your comments, then that just means you have to tune in another time, right? So have a great rest of your weekend. Enjoy your Sunday evening. We will see you tomorrow. Keep an eye on the website, fatdag.com. Click on events. You'll know when the next show is. Subscribe to the alerts via Twitter. I'm being really good about keeping Twitter updated, so you'll get live notifications as to when new episodes are added. Have a great night. Thank you all for being here. I wish you good focus.